Happy Saturday, April 14th, 2018. We skipped a week last week. I was working for my dear friend buddy Anthony, who was in Oklahoma bowling a regional. Went pretty well. He cashed and shot his first PBA 300, so everybody make sure that to congratulate him on the next live stream, which should not be too far away. I don't have any details yet. Well, actually, I have details, but I haven't gotten everything all sorted out yet, so I don't want to say anything, but if it happens the way that I hope, it's nothing you'll want to miss, that's for sure. I have quite a bit going on here in the next couple weeks. We have the state tournament tomorrow. We have all the squads. Then the following Saturday, I have a sweeper, so I may skip the podcast again next week. Then the weekend after that, we have a doubles tournament, and then the first weekend of May is another regional that Anthony's going to, so I'll be working that weekend also. What's in the bag is getting a shakeup. I've had somewhat of a scoring surge the last month, and it's really just because I've decided to knock the pins down. Funny story, true story, that's what bowling is about. There's a trap that you get into when you drill so many new balls. You want to throw the new stuff instead of just throwing the stuff that works, regardless, you know. You get holes in something new, and you just want to throw it regardless of whether you should be throwing it or not. So the whole bag is getting purged. And I'm going with 8 balls period that I'm just super comfortable with. I'm not taking them everywhere, of course, but another part of drilling a lot of stuff is that I know by now what works for me and what doesn't. So once I get switch grips added into everything, pretty well my set rotation will be this. Will be Idle, Codex, IQ Tour Solid, Marvel Pearl, High Road Pearl, Hectic, and both of my inks. You might notice that these are all pretty close to the same shape, that kind of hard climbing arc. That's what fits my eye and game the best. Some are a bit earlier, some are a bit later, some hook a little bit more, some hook a little bit less. But it's a shape that works with me, and I'm sticking with it. I would, it would take some awfully good stuff to displace any of those, but I mean, half of those just got released in the last year, so we'll see. I've still got the Code Zero, the Daredevil Trick, and the No Rules Pearl on standby, as well as, All Out Show Off, High Road, stuff like that if I'm looking for a little bit different look. But by and large, I know what I score with and I know what I don't. And that's what bowling should be about, is finding what works and then doing that. We have several new subscribers since last time I mentioned anything about this or talked about it, but don't forget to visit my Patreon site. It's linked in the description. At first it was just kind of an extra content site, but it's turned much more into a coaching and instruction and tip site. Or kind of a resource, really. And that's how it's going to continue. YouTube is going to stay more like a ball review and kind of general entertainment type content channel going forward, and Patreon is going to be for all the coaching and the tips and most of the interaction. Fortunately or unfortunately, the YouTube thing's gotten big enough that it's getting kind of hard to keep track of. There's over 3,600 of you, which is awesome, and there's only one of me, which is not awesome. If I could clone myself, then that would help out so much. But my priority is going to be keeping up with Patreon. I've really got something cool over there. Everybody's enjoying it, and of course I'll still be putting up plenty of stuff here. But for the coaching and the advice, and like I said, a lot of the interaction, the Patreon, and then my Discord, my chat server at Discord, are where the focus is going to be at. Plus, it's so much easier for me to, like I said, it's kind of like my own website, so it's easier for me to just type in updates and news and articles and link stuff. If I find something else cool somewhere else, I'll link an article, or I'll link a video or something like that, and it's so much easier than the YouTube format is just, I gotta make a video for it. And sometimes, especially like when I'm out on the road, I can just take this and I can type something up and put it on Patreon. I don't have to think, okay, well, I'll just type this up and leave it for later when I can, get back to my camera and editing software. So there's a lot of stuff I don't put on here just, specifically because of that. It's a little limiting. So no news as of now on new releases, but we're going into the kind of the bowling off season here. A lot of leagues are wrapping up, and they're still running full tilt, trying to keep up with production in the first place, especially on the Fuse and the Hustle inks. Those have been insanely popular and really hard to get. So I got a few more videos also going up this weekend. I have tech tips on why bowling balls crack and what you can do to help prevent it, and another new mailbag featuring me this time. So thanks for watching.